Welcome everyone to Hiveswap Act 2 Dead Freight. Once again, we are back. If you remember last time, we kind of got tangled up in a trial between the Teal Bloods and the Jade Bloods. Because this girl is blaming this girl for what happened to their precious vampire book. Honestly, I think she did it to try and blame her. Maybe Bronya. I'm not sure. But we are ready to talk to him and start this case. Sup, Joe? You hyped for this or what? LOL. Actually, I'm pretty nervous. I'm totally new to all this legislator stuff. Lamau, don't freak out, buddy. I don't care if you do something wrong. Because every participating in the trial will be encouraged to commit less naughty acts just by witnessing the ultimate of the means of punishment. No matter what the outcome is, it's moral victory, buddy. Holler, script, bah. Wow, no wonder they picked you to be the judge. I hope I'll be able to convince you of whatever my case ends up being. I'm sure you'll put on one hell of a show. Alright, I forgot we have to talk to this girl. She actually is pretty cool. She just looks really tired. She just looks, what's up? Excuse me, what the F? No more not starting the goddamn trial if you haven't done stuff. Go gather more statements, more evidence. Anything, please, I'm begging you. Jeez, okay. What? Talk to Stella's. Bet she's having a meltdown. And you're laughing about it? Pfft, don't worry about her. Stella's has got her top buttons down up so tight she's gonna choke. She needs to have her feathers mused once in a while. Keeps our relationship interesting. I could have sworn I talked to everyone. Just get the security video and I prove my innocence. Right, the security video. How do we do that? These are locked. How do I get to the security video? Cells, you know how to get to the security video? Can I ask you another question? Hop to it, miss. We don't have all night. About you and Tizza. No, I want to know how I get the security video. So what's the deal with, you and Tizias? Sweetheart, you need to treat me to a luncheon involving a glass of fragmented Rebelsville liquid and a nice grilled cheese plate before tossing these implications around willy-nilly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I guess it was a stupid question anyway. Despite any hot gossip you may have heard on the down low, I assure you that Tizas and I have nothing but the reddest feelings for one another. In fact, there isn't a hint of grey or black in the mix whatsoever. Huh? I admit we certainly have our professional differences. She just drives me up the wall sometimes. She never schedules anything, she won't let me give her a makeover, and she definitely doesn't appreciate the benefits of good networking event. But trust me, dear, I deeply enjoy her company. She really keeps me sane. I am amazed by all the knowledge she's got locked away in her think pan, and how effectively and metaphorically slaughters her opponents at practice trials. And oh, she's so gorgeous. Those deep set eye bags are like a natural eyeliner highlighter combo. In the end, that's why I love her. Wow, you two sure seem like great gal pals. Oh my god, Joey. Joey, they're gay. Okay, how do I get the security video? No one's told me nothing. Talk. We should talk to everyone at least once before going Yeah. I have talked to everyone once. How do I get the video? What's with these judgy looks? Nothing. I just need to know how to get the video. The two plebeian ignoramuses have finally come to interrogate my vast intellect. Who are you again? Me? Humph. My blade has slain countless enemies. My name is whispered in fear amongst those whom live in the shadows. That's great. Wow, look at the time. We really gotta go. Bye-bye. Wait! Aren't you investigating that mysterious stolen body light novel? I know about all sorts of illicit works, from banned texts to cartoons censored by East Alternia Black Bar Society. My dark knowledge knows no limits. Oh jeez. In fact, a virtual alpha male who fears no authority, such as myself, might even take an interest in collecting banned texts. Don't you want to ask me about banned texts? Please ask me about banned texts. I don't think I want to. At least ask me about the daring theft, the break-in, the excitement, the bold hiding place. I know all sorts of forbidden secrets. I don't want to talk to him anymore, but that was so suspicious. I'm behind you 100%. Can we ask you some questions? Of course you may, milady. What was that about the banned text? What exactly do you know about banned text? Just, stuff. He knows nothing. But what kind of stuff? A low blood could never understand. You told me to talk to you. Ugh, I don't want to talk to him anymore, but what was that was so suspicious? Why didn't you say anything before? How come you didn't speak up earlier? It was a danger to my extremely important person. A high blood such as myself must behave as a hunter in all areas of life. For me to reveal such an intimate secret before it was advantageous to do so, this is a folly only a prey animal would make. If you say so. What was the point of talking to you again? You. How do I get the security video? Security video. Security video. Does that first do something? Unfortunately, your psionics only move from objects, not opening them. You should keep at them. Alright. Mavis. You're gonna do effing great. I knew this trip was a bad idea. I need to get to the thing. There's also this part where... Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go, Joey. I am the whip in Bronya's hand. You best get back before I crack. This blows. This is so effing dumb. Then quick. What? So, we were looking through the lockers and found this. What is this? Oh, another wretched hatched to dance rag. Good grief, how many of these conversations do I need to have? Yes, I'm the first male Jade you've ever met. Just little antics from the dancing boys band. Let's just get the interrogation effing over with. Oh, I wonder if you were a myth. Are you special? Are there more of you in the cloister? How many of you are there? Do you all know each other? Can boys really take care of grubs? Can you get me Actus' autograph? Or should I just cut to the chase and give you my detailed paling diary for your sick fantasies? What are you talking about? I wanted to know if you had any idea if this magazine was relevant to the case. feels this is awkward. If you're answering questions about it, I am curious. Stop. No. Oh, F off. If you've had your fill of hassling me, I'd like to be left alone. I just want to get the camera. Can I go through here? Mavis. Hey, nobody's gonna dash till we got this all sorted out. You've rummaged enough. Have I? You rummaged enough. You rummaged enough. You rummaged enough. You rummaged enough. I don't think I have. I need to get security footage and I don't know where to get it. You. Boot up, dearie. We're about to have the battle of the millennia. I need to get the security footage. What's up? At least it stops me from making a mistake. Like, it stops you from starting the thing too early. Go gather more statements, more evidence, anything, please, I'm begging you. Alright, alright. I'm trying to figure out a camera. Oh, is that it? I don't see tape in there. My god, that was so small. What's a tape? Alright, your planet probably hasn't used tapes for hundreds of years. It's how we record videos. They're like a little black box with two spools of magnetic tape in them. And as it turns, it plays the video. Wow, that's amazing. We just use grubs. Grubs? Like insect grubs? Yeah, they're linked psionically to a CPU or something like that. And this is just like a natural occurring thing on your planet. Well, in the old days, we used to farm them, but natural-born memory grubs can only store a terabyte of information maximum. Now they're cloned and grown in giant fats on some Imperial ship out in the galactic border. So they're just slave bugs? When you put it that way, it sounds really sad. Your planet has a lot of sad things, Zephyros. I know, but that's why the tech track is going to change everything. If you say so. Looks like we're going to need something sharp and thin to pry the grub out. Right, let's go see what we can find. I swear to God. Oh, we have this. Use that. Wait, this is just footage of people using the bathroom. Creepy. Yeah, but nobody looks at grubs like this usually, except for a secret drone. Like the same robot things that blew up your hive. Yeah, a lot of different kinds. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to this place. Okay, so we have the bug. How do we use it? How do we use it? Do we use it on you? Aha, and that oozy, sticky information repository while over here. Stop wriggling, you. Alright, plugging it in. Let's go straight to the time period during which the outrage was committed. Otherwise, we'll have to watch a succession of unplatables episodes. Maybe with some unplatable sounds as well. If you'll just sign here to waive your rights. Here we are. While I admittedly was in the low gaper around the time your culprit must have stashed this dastardly book, my preoccupations were purely of fecal matter. Alright, we're beginning the timestamp. 14. We begin with the timestamp. 14:49. Voila. 48 minutes of what you might call good. Okay, I think that's enough. I believe you. Me too. No. You both get failing grades in evidence class with those attitudes. Don't you need to be thorough and verify I'm innocent of crime? Thanks, but... Yeah, you seem like a pretty honest guy. Alright. Now we're done? What's up? Oh, come on. I'm pretty sure I'm done. Alright, we'll talk to everyone one last time. What's with the judgy looks? Yeah, let's talk to everyone one more time, and then if that doesn't work, we'll try the thing with him again. No, trouble me no longer, Kisma. Bronya? Yes? You keep saying that you don't have any opinions on this, but it kind of really seems like you do. Okay, truth be told, something like this has happened before in my cloister. Really? When I was much younger, there was another Jade I knew. She was a lot like Daraya. Even the best of us waver in our faith at times, but she truly hated her calling. She wanted nothing to do with tending to the mother grub, and it was all because of that stupid book. She was obsessed with the Rainbow Immersion Saga. It put a seed of blasphemous thoughts into her mind and consumed her. She would have done anything to change her life. She was even convinced she would become a rainbow drinker herself. But the drones took notice of her agitations eventually, and when they finally came for her, she threw herself violently against them, confident in her belief that nothing would stop her. But of course, it's just fiction. It's nonsense. She didn't rise again to walk the sparkling sun-drenched fields. She simply died. Wow. I'd never seen anyone die before. Not up close. Bronya, I'm so sorry. Yeah. It's fine. As you can see, I've gotten over it. But that's why I'm so hard on Daraya. If I can scare the rebellion out of her now, maybe she'll survive to our ordeals. Bronya. That's really all I have to say. Aww. She's secretly sweet. Wanashi. The soldier Purbeast always say that with faith in the system, all trials result in an execution. And just execution. Lynera. I am so glad that Daria will finally face justice and stop interfering in Bronya's life. Probably, yeah. I don't think it ever hurts to be too prepared. I was trying to talk to her. What do you want now? Okay. Not that it matters to me, but I would take another look around if I were you. Alright, well, we've talked to everyone, so we're gonna show him this thing again. Maybe he has more information. Welcome back. Have you returned to see more of my... Nope. No, thanks. I'm satisfied. Then perhaps you'd be interested in some other information at reasonable rates. Just sign here. Not unless you can tell us who stole the book. Of course I can. What? How? Why didn't you tell us you knew that all along? 1, you didn't ask me, and more importantly, 2, you didn't pay me. Wait, tell us, please. That's number 1. Congratulations, you're 50% of the way to learning this important information. How much are you asking for? Since we're basically best friends now, I'll offer you this low price 100,000 blah 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 credits. Oh my god, that's so much money.
Wait, Zephyros, is that a lot of money? Yeah. Actually, Eternity is an automated planet. The Empire's economy is essentially basic, so money mostly is just for fun. It doesn't matter. Unless you're an adult and you want to buy yourself out of a job on one of the bad colonies. But I'll never see that much money, even if I live to be 30 sweeps old. If you have to take a moment to access your untaxed off-planet accounts, that's fine. I understand that the lag in interstellar communications can be a real pain. I'm sorry, Gorgor, but we can't pay your fee. How unfortunate. Can we convince you to help us out of respect for justice and knowledge that you'll be doing a good deed for an innocent person? Absolutely not. However, if you have something other than money that might make it worth my while, like what? Have you perhaps anything that might draw eyes on the black market? Wait, what's that? What, this? My magic spice mix? Its scent is positively alluring. The exotic bounty lay inside. I wonder. You want the spice mix? I'll try it, whatever it is, for a small fee. Give me a magical little tube of spice, and I'll give you a magical little tube of info. Give him the spice. Okay, deal. I'm not sure what weird alien fruit I would have put on it anyway. Wonderful, a pleasure doing business with you. Now, what about that info? Ah, right, here you are. What is this? Tigger's internet history. Wait, you just had printouts of that ready to go? How? When?
Which one's Tagiri again? That's not important. What is important is Tagiri has spent a non-indestructible amount of time on websites of questionable moral character. And far be it from me to criticize anyone's taste, but several of these websites pertain to the precious contents of the Forbidden Jade book, causing us all so much stress.
Wait, you know what Fresh Teeth is about?
Of course I do. It's only against Jade law to read it. But I'm not a teal on the trial here. Tagiri frequents rainbow drinker sites on the regular. Is that a website? I can't even read it. It's got so many X's in it.
Thanks for this, Gorgor.
Yeah, thanks, Gorgor. Anytime you want to trade culinary oddities for compelling evidence, do keep me in mind. Now we're ready. You finished your discovery, Grubbo? What do you think so far? Let's talk through it. You discovered the book Fresh Cheese was smuggled onto the train. When Ashi found it initially, Bronya locked it away, then somebody broke into her locker and stole it. They tore some stuff out and hid it in the locator. You have a security grab that places certain trolls in certain places at certain times. You also have a bunch of extra-national bull items that may or may not come into play, maybe. You are trying to figure out who stole the book from the locker and defaced it. There's so much going on.
Can you at least give us a hint?
I guess I can say this. There's more going on with this case than it seems. The thief might not be a real wrongdoer here. Maybe everybody's got something to hide. Rip the secrets from the blood pushers like the fiercest of orchestrators. Finish your discovery, Grubs? About the book. So we think that the book was technically stolen twice. It was taken from Bronya's locker, obviously, but somebody had to steal it out of the library in the first place in order to get on the train. We might be dealing with two different thieves here. While the initial theft is a chilling mystery, I'm sure would enrapture the court, there's not much to do about it. To be bent down about it. You need evidence, a suspect, a timeline. You need to put on a show. You can't do that without with what you've got now, focus on who stole the book from the locker, okay? Alright, let's start this trial. Start the trial! You sure you want to start it up right now? There might still be something you've missed. But it's up to you. Oh, have I missed something? One second thought. Let's just chat to him one more time just to be sure, because he seems to know a lot. Any other oddities you care to part with? What do you think of these? Wait, what are these discs you're handling so carelessly? These? They're just pogs. The creatures portrayed herein are called pogs? No, they're people, human beings. This one is particularly commonly. If their horns are only growing out normally, their skin being a healthier color, they will give me a bona fide amorous posterior. That's Gillian Anderson. Well, I think I might be willing to part with some information to obtain this portrayal of this poor, crippled, but adamantly attractive entity. You tell us the name of the thief? Alas, not even an image of the peerless Gillian Anderson can command such a price. However, I am in possession of a hot tip I can pass on. Give it to him. So this is what I need the pogs for. So, what's the hot tip? Okay, come close. I'm going to whisper this. One of the jades in this very train is planning on leaving the cloister, and said scheme involves this outing. Oh. So what? If a jade is abandoning the cloister, that's abandoning the natural order and made her a role attending the Mother Grub is a sacred, dark, isolated subterranean brooding in the sacred, dark, isolated subterranean brooding caves. Is that like a big deal? Yeah, kind of. If a jade gets chosen for the cloister, that's supposed to stay there until they go off planet to Space Church. But what if they get tired of it and want to do something else? You mean, why can't the lower caste throw off the typical yoke of unjust servitude and follow the incitations of their hearts? Why must they stay in a thrall to a venomous, anarchistic servitude as murderous as it is futile? That's how the texture cook said it. And those were all good points, but I don't think it'd be a good idea to be heard talking about them here. Do you think this actually has anything to do with who stole the book? I doubt it. Darn. I don't know. That could be a good motive. Oh, what are those? Batteries? They look delicious. They're not. Have you tried them? No, but then how do you know? Do trolls eat batteries? Not really, but I don't know if it would really do them any harm. Teals and up have pretty strong gastric sacs. Are you willing to trade something for them? I suppose. So, what will you give me for these totally delicious and not at all toxic little balls of nutrients? Something of inestimable value, my advice. But how to find out who really stole the book? No, but something of the highest importance nonetheless. Now just hand them over. Fine. Well, okay, here you are. I hope this is not a waste of time. What's your advice? Buy low, sell high. That was a joke. Anyway, confidentially, your adversary there, Tiza. Note the overtext error of language fatigue she projects. The impression of being a particularly narcoleptic sleepwalker. You might even call her a walkie-talkie. She looks so inert and inverted, like she can't or won't do anything. Don't be fooled. Check this out. What is this? A binder of notes? Looks like a doctor wrote these. It's completely unreadable. Indescribable through her unorthodox thought process, maybe. Tiza isn't necessarily as droopy as she seems. The moment the court comes to session, she'll leap to the attack like a lightning bolt, with an irreconcilable grudge. Like a fireball after a good night's sleep. like a particularly truculent volcano or an earthquake that's been suppressing its feelings for years.
These are her notes about the case?
The only thing in here I can read is the sparkly green ink page of something. But nothing on it makes any sense. What does this have to do with the case? You expect me to do all the work for you? I will have to demand an upfront payment of blah 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 credits, as well as a legally binding commitment to a lifelong retainer. Sign here.
Maybe we ought to just hold on to these for now.
Siladex spring cleaning. Achievement. Okay. Well, I think I'm ready. Looks like you two have been busy. Color me impressed. Really? I was worried we weren't thorough enough. No, you've done a great job. You found all the pieces and the puzzles have finally come together to make a coherent picture.
Wait, really? What's the finished puzzle look like?
That's for me to know and for you to find out. But I'm sure you figure it out for yourselves during the trial. Let's start. Hell yeah. Let's get him. Hey yo, welcome to the trial of Lou. Daria, what's her effort?
The prosecution is prepped and ready, Your Honorable Tyranny. The prosecution will now show the court that Daria Jonet stole a filthy rainbow drinker contraband from the jade lockers, defiled it, and acted like a degenerate criminal just in general.
Prosecution will now call to the stand their first witness. Whoa, slow down. The F down, Speedy McGee. You haven't given these itty bitty lowbreds an opportunity to get a word in. Oh, of course, Your Honor. How rude of me. Ha ha ha. Hey, Joe, who are you calling up as your first witness?
Me?
Aw, cute. But now they...
Me?
Yes, are you deaf? Quick, you're holding up the court. This will set the whole turn of the trial. It's a big decision. Caesar, what do you think? This is your show. My role is merely, advisory. Okay, how about... Oh. My first witness is this guy. Tagara is a money-hungry guy, which doesn't make much sense to you since you think money isn't used all that much on Ontario. Anyways, the security tape says he's innocent, but you think he knows more than he lets on. Go. Oh god, this is an Ace Eternity parody. Nice. Tagara? Of course, I would love... Wrong voice. Of course I'd love to, but I highly doubt you'd be able to afford my court fees. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Let's try... Oh. Alright. Well, she was the one who found it. You've got to T-Rona wants to grow up to become a historical revisionist. Somebody who senses stuff. Anyway, this means she's probably going to be a big fat liar most of the time. Tyrona originally found the book in the bathroom with the naughty pages ripped out. Well, she found it. Tyrona. Eep! Oh my god, she's cute. Nice choice.
But you promised I wouldn't have to testify.
Did I say that? I never actually said that. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating.
Empress, give me strength.
Oh my god, she's so little. Time's a ticking.
I'll talk. Look, I'm not really comfortable doing this. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean.
Naturally. Like the great Terologian of the dire Empress troll Thomas Hobbes once said, "Teal plots are better never seen nor heard. That is how you know the Emperor is thriving. Efficiently, decisively, easily, on the back of our invisible labor. But we are not here to talk about you, as we are here to talk about the unfortunate, melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters, so stay on topic.
Look, I don't know what you think I saw.
If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth.
Are you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to lose by telling the truth. Like my life.
In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here.
An experiment?
Yeah, a kinder, gentler make of a trial. We're practicing policy of innocent until proven guilty.
That sounds almost blasphemous.
We know how to have fun, don't we, your honorable tyranny? Yeah, no need to be afraid, buddy. Go and prove your innocence.
Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't even know that the Jades were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some silly romance novel. Not that I overheard their argument. Not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who would just listen in a private conversation on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before. But I'm not a stalker.
She seems so nervous. I bet she knows something important. There's a couple tools in the lecturer's docket you can use for an effective trial. The witness says something suspicious, confusing, or just plain weird. You can press them for more information. Or, if the witness makes a statement you can dispute with correct, concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. But you've got to put some thought into the evidence you're presenting. If you present something that has nothing to do with the case, you'll just take off the court, and it won't work if you present your evidence on the wrong statement either. Mess it up too much and you'll bore his honorable tyranny and the trial gets thrown out. If you ever get stuck, just press the hint button and I'll help you out. That sounds pretty exciting. I'll give it a shot. Okay, Torona, take it from the top.
Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is, I mean, at the time, I didn't even know that the Jades were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some silly romance novel.
That's fair.
Not that I overheard their argument. Not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who would just listen in a private conversation on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before. I'm not a stalker.
A real what?
We never called you a stalker.
She's so cute.
Of course not. I just meant that a stalker is what you would call me. If it turned out that I'd been doing something creepy like following around a bunch of strangers I just met on a train.
Sephiroth, does she sound more nervous than usual to you? Maybe we should try presenting some evidence. Good idea. Let's think carefully about this. What's something that only Jades had on them that someone would find embarrassing to be caught with?
Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't even know that Jades were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some silly romance novel.
Present. Contents blue ultraviolet. You don't think someone would not, she said, should be reading this. These were burning. She must have ripped them out of fresh teeth so nobody could read them. You gave them skim, and honestly, they're pretty PG. You think these aliens are more offended by vampirism than the makeouts. There's badge. Internet history.
Let's try the internet history. Hey, you're trying to trick me. It won't work. Not that I knew the pages were missing.
Okay, so that's not the right one. When do I present the evidence? What evidence do I present?
Not that I overheard their argument. Haha. Well, you see,
Let's just press everything for them. Was it an accident?
yes?
What kind of accident was it exactly?
Oh, why? This is a subject we should be broaching. Is this a subject it should be broaching in front of everyone?
Objection! What? Your honorable tyranny, the court must dispute this line of questioning on the grounds that it is both baseless and lurid. Huh? Wait. Ligatures must always ask questions with the precision of a scalpel, making incision between the occipital and temporal lobes. I taught you better than this. You didn't teach me at all.
Not that I knew these pages were missing. It's just, I mean, at the time they didn't even know the Jays were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing some silly romance novel.
Are you saying that the book is forbidden? Objection! What now? This honorable tyranny, the court would like to submit that the defense is stalling for time. This tactical subject to immediate mistrial and potential calling under artifact blah 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 of the intergalactic imperial document of Imperial Protocol. Only if you get caught. I'm not stalling, I'm just still not clear on why the book is banned. I read the ripped up pages, and they're not any racier than the stuff my babysitter leaves lying around the house sometimes. Oh no, dear, don't tell me you actually read excerpts of these nasty rainbow drinker fantasies. Your honorable tyranny, this is outright hearsay. This cannot be allowed to stand. Actually, according to article whatever number, subject 4 of the Troll Magma Carta, it's absolutely permitted for anyone involved in a trial of this nature to view the submissive content for purpose of legal clarification. Are you absolutely sure of that, darling? Yeah, of course I am. But I also could just be making up numbers off the top of my head, and you'd never know. Like I said, it's only against the law if you get caught. That's what makes it so fun. You'll be the end of me, I swear.
Not that I overheard their argument. Not specifically, I mean, what kind of creep?
I'm not a stalker. So it kind of sounds like she's following them around. Like, she secretly is, but she doesn't want to be seen as such. I've just never seen one in real life before. Hang on. This. It was in Lignear's locker. It's a magazine about a bunch of pretty boys in a band. One of the boys is a male jade blood, which is very rare. There's a male jade blood on the train. Take this. Oh my god, she's so cute. Hang on. I had to take a screenshot. You know what this is?
What? I have never seen anything like that before in my life.
You've never seen a magazine?
That's right. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. It's all like you can mind control me.
She's obviously lying. What do I do? She just told you. You use mind control. The thing we don't have? Most ligatures lack psychic powers, and we still get the job done. That's the thing. Mind control isn't magic. It's simply the art of using TK to trigger chemical responses in the victim's brain. The same chemicals can be easily hijacked with words instead. You figured out the motive. Now bring home the intent.
I have never seen a magazine before in my life. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. You can't even mind control me to saying otherwise. Face it, little blood, you've got nothing on me.
She's kind of right, unless she tells the truth. We don't have anything. We have more than you think. You've talked to all these guys before the trial, too. Use your memory. I bet that all of them told you something they shouldn't have. Wait. Zephyros, didn't she say something before about having never seen one in real life either, earlier? I think it's safe to say she did actually mean a magazine. Is it really that unusual for jades to leave their caves? I mean, for the cloistered ones, yeah. But there are non-cloistered jades too. So she was talking about something else. I wonder... Oh, so she was talking about something else. I wonder what she meant. I've never seen a magazine before in my life. Press. How is that even possible? You've never seen a magazine? Yes, now that the subject has been so desperately slapped on the table like this, I must concur. Magazines are a very common object. I find it especially strange that hopeful recruits to the terrible order of prospective editors so ignorant about the history of regulated tree pulp media, which we all know was once the cornerstone of our caste power base.
Yes, I know all about these grand old days when teal blood had to pulp these paper to create the historical record with their own mouths. Why are you all being so prescriptive and literal? I was obviously being factious.
Lamel, why would you want to be factious in front of a room full of teals? Understand, a flippant extravagation can be the deciding factor in a guilty verdict. Maybe you want to rephrase your statement?
Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I've never seen that one. Is there nothing you need to prove I have? You can't even mind control me to saying otherwise.
Press? You're right, I can't mind control you. But I could find someone who can use mind control. Oh, damn, now it's getting spicy.
You wouldn't.
I don't know. Can we do that? Theoretically, yes. As far as I know, it's not against protocol. Your honorable tyranny. Yo, someone make this happen. Wait. I'm gonna overrule this one. Yes, my dear, please, this is torturing me. We're supposed to be on vacation. Yeah, we're all on a nice sweet vacation on Laturia right now. You have the rest of your life to serve the Empire cells. Why don't we just chill out and see where this goes? Oh, darling, as always, you're right. Rebel Tyranny, kindly cancel that order to requisition an immoral psychic. We will solve this mystery with nothing but wit and intuition. What did I tell you? Mind control. You know, I'm not entirely sure that what just happened, but I don't think I can use that technique on Tirona. Not the exact same technique, no. But you just need to figure out what it is about that magazine that makes her tick. Sounds easier said than done.
Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I've never seen that one.
Press. But you have seen some magazines.
Are you going to ask different questions, or can I go now?
Sorry, I'm just trying to establish the facts. This one has already been thoroughly established. Please let it go.
And there's nothing you can do to prove it. You're trying to trick me. It won't work.
Objection! There is something I can do.
Oh no, what is it?
Oh, well, did you just yell objection without thinking about what you would say first?
I guess I kinda did.
I don't know. Help me. Why don't you try presenting on her statement? Right here. What's the holdup? Do you think I'm on the right track? I think that's what's going on extremely obvious. Of course you do. I've never had to be liquored straighter before. Look, think about it logically. There's only a limited number of reasons Tyrone would want the magazine. Should be easy to narrow them down. Tyrone was reminded of someone. Great. Who was she reminded of? Oh, I think I get it now. Told you it was obvious. You know, don't you think Lanquera looks like one of the boys on this cover? He's just like, seriously?
You mean TS?
Ha, so you do know what the magazine's about. You were lying.
Of course I was lying. Who doesn't know who hatched
and to dance on her? Yes, have you not heard? They are hatched only to dance and are very good at it.
It is the hottest. H-Dance is the hottest group on the planet. In fact, they're so popular that they've already been prosecuted for cushy military positions when they hit night sweeps, so they can continue their music careers while serving the Empire. Well, except for... Oops, I've said too much.
No, you haven't. Keep going. Oh, that's...
I didn't want to believe it was true, but... There's a rumor that Actus is going to get cold soon. He's been dissing Tree. He's a selfies on Chitter, so she's going to send bots after him at the next gig. It's not fair.
Is this going somewhere?
It's just that... You see, Actus is my bias.
Your what?
He's my bias.
Everything is clear now. Active is her waifu. That means he's her favorite. Yes, I see now. Just as the warrior cannot reveal his waifu to accept true comrades or true rivals, a member of the HQ battalion cannot let their bias slip accidentally. To do so would be foolish as bowing your neck to an enemy. A male jade blood, you don't see one of those every day.
Yeah.
So you are following Bronya and her friends around because Lanquera looks like your favorite singer?
I mean, well, only a little bit.
He's smug.
I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article for my self-torture scrapbook. But I saw Lanquera confiscated shortly after we boarded. I didn't want to get caught breaking into our locker. So when I saw someone smuggling paper into the log-gaper, I thought,
hold up. You saw you stashed the papers in the bathroom?
I didn't exactly see, per se. The train was under these mountains at the time.
Wait, did we go through a tunnel? If we did, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. There were so many people who couldn't stay out the windows. If that's true, then we have an exact timeline for the crime, don't we? You're right! Thank you, Your Honor. Your testimony really helped us out.
In that case, can I go now?
Yeah, buddy, scuttle along. Mavis, please don't be bored. Oh, I'm tired. Don't worry, no. Interesting. She was talking about your friend's party. Right, Zephyrus?
Sounds like Creed's party is going to be a mess. But from what I know, Demek and Creed have been up to H2 drama is
the last reason Teresa will have her place raided. Well, we have to focus on the trial right now, so we're going to be stuck in this car forever. I think it's time to talk to a little Miss Camp Counselor. Well chosen. Bronya, you're up next. If that's what you want. I already told you that I wouldn't speak against my girls. And Lanquer. Yes, caste loyalty is a laudable attribute to any loyal subject of the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal nut scrub which happened to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schemish kicked up. So basically this bug was recording their whole argument. Wow. Your Honorable Tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony the defendant's own words. Is that allowed? In court, my dude, anything goes as if it pleases the judge. Yeah, this took me entertainment globes. It's your choice, Miss Bronya. Test your wits against two completely untrained legislators, participate in a first trial, or put faith in the truth. But I warn you, the truth is a cleansing light more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker. Nice one, Stealth. I'm all Twitter-patted. Thanks, I stole that one from you, darling. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so good. Okay, stop flirting for 5 seconds. So what's it gonna be, champ? Very well, we will play the recording. Oh no, this is bad. Or is it bad? I can't tell. Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolutely and without a doubt infutable. Would everyone just calm down? We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Lyrna, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I am trying to help Bronya keep everyone in order. Lyrna, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me cold. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you tried to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little... No one will have to throw anyone off the train if you just tell us where the book is. I don't even have to say stuff about anything. Daria, please just tell us what happened to the book. If you say that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown nose's pathetic ignorance gash. Lyrna's ignorance of gashes is, as always, what caused this entire mess. Well, what is that supposed to mean? Lanquer, Daria, don't gang up on her. Why the F not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this is a set? No, monsters. There, now we've all heard it. Bronya herself, in her own words, suspected that Daria was the one who defiled the book. I think that's an oversimplification of the very complicated situation. What does Bronya think? Well, that says it all. Does sound pretty clear around, but it's obviously that Bronya was just trying to stop the argument at any cost. Totally, but that sort of freeform psychology analyzing doesn't fly in court. Listen again. There will be a detail that stands out. I promise. Alright, let's listen. Press? Wait. Why did you tell Lyrna to stop? It's 'cause she's got her nose permanently stuck up Bronya's nook. I do not! And she's a dreadful liar. That's not gonna serve you well off planet, kid. That's fine. I'm never going off planet. I plan to serve as midwife to the mother grub, as is befitting a proper member of our caste. Well, being a midwife isn't even effing real. Yes, it is. Yeah, when's the last time you saw one then? They're cloistered. We're not supposed to see them. Drown me. Is the defense going somewhere with this? Upon reflection, I guess not. Really? Because what it sounds like is that you're kicking up a mob to get me cold. Wait, stop the tape. Yes? Bronya, you actually think Dari did it, don't you? Congratulations, you've currently gleaned from content where I was going with this. However, I'm very to see how this observation serves your case if we are all in agreement that Daria did it. Why are we wasting time on this ridiculous charade? Oh, is the trial over already? Damn, it was just getting interesting. No! Might want to think about it harder before pressing a statement. Next, I'm kidding. No, I'm making sure. No problem. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown-nosed pathetic ignorance gash. Lina's ignorance of gashes is, as always, what caused this entire mess. What is that supposed to mean? Then correct Daria, don't gang up on her. Why if not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this is a set? You're all awful to each other. It's because we're ever such close friends. Are you sure about that?
That's just how friendship is sometimes.
Is that how your best friend talks to you?
Oh, well, this isn't about me, ha. But I even saw Lauren and Lindgren holding hands a little while ago.
I think that's something else here that we're missing. But everyone just calm down. We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is like Nira, as usual. I'm not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Bronya get everyone in order. Larina, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me cold. Yeah, we know this. Oh, accountability buddy assignments where the Jades are paired up with each other. Wait. Before continuing, I would like the court to examine Bronya's itinerary for the trip. Oh, let's see it then. Objection! Your Honor, retiring. I don't see what relevance this line of inquiry has to the case. This feels suspiciously like stalling for time. What's wrong, Stills? I thought you liked the tight itinerary. It's easy. Don't air out our laundry like that in public court. Keep your shirt on, babe. I meant it literally. Bronya here was the one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want to make sure she's dotted all the proverbials I's and slashed all the metaphoric T's? So, you know what? I have a weakness for grammatical punctualists and, well, facetious in general. That's why I'm carefully pressed. Yeah, that's why I've carefully pressed hidden coffee rings to every notebook you own. Oh, you really know how to wrinkle my pressed colors. I love to see this kind of stuff. Please, you didn't even let me explain. If you look at the first item on the itinerary, you'll find a reference to the term accountability buddies. What's an accountability buddy? Well, that's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is a very... She makes us hold hands every time we go somewhere together. Oh, that's humiliating? Yes. If I never have to feel like there's clammy, sweaty palm in mine again, it'd be too soon. Hey! So you're saying that Larina was your accountability buddy? Unfortunately. Which would make Wanashi Darius. Oh, yes. We always have so much fun together. Wait, that means Bronya was alone. No, we don't. Bronya, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how it could hurt. As I assure you. VV assignment of accountability buddy is a standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it, besides as a way to keep track of special duties. And since you asked, I can confirm that the accountability buddy pair ups on this trip were Lankra and Lyrina, Wanashi and Daria. These were decided by Lyneria and I ahead of time. Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. But this means that Bronya was alone. Would you mind going all over that again? Oh, of course. My pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. I assure you. Assignment of the accountability buddy stands practice. Our cloister does not currently blah 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 experience this kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. This is no special reason behind it, besides as a way to keep track of special duties. And since you asked, I can confirm that the accountability buddies pair-ups on this trip were Lanquel, Lyrina, Wanashi, and Daria. These were decided by press. Wait, didn't you tell me earlier that you had a friend who was, cold? Well, yes, I suppose I did tell you that. You said it was because of the series, too. I told you that as well, yes. That was several sweeps ago, however. But my testimony I said that we do not currently experience any problems that would give me cause to be suspicious of my friends. Okay, but don't you think that's kind of an important detail? If you insist. System of accountability buddies is standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience any kind of problems that would cause me suspicious of my friends. However, several sweeps ago, a friend of mine had an incident which led to her being cold. I sometimes wonder if she could be saved if she had an accountability buddy, but that did not factor into my decision to implement the practice when I became the eldest in the cabin. So you see, there is no special reason behind it, besides as a way to keep track of special duties. What's the special duties? What kind of special duties? By special duties, I mean completely normal responsibilities. Like handing out snacks, taking care of the locker key, doing bed checks, keeping track of luggage. The locker key. Leading the travel games and group sing-alongs, etc. You don't trust your friends to keep track of those things on their own? Of course I do. It's just that everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy, even the morning chores. He doesn't agree. Well, now she's cute too. Sigh. Heart. Since they're completely normal responsibilities, could you add them to your testimony? Certainly. Handing out the snacks. Yeah, okay, so wait for her to do the locker key. Wait, did you say the accountability buddy pair-ups were responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. Aha! What now? Tyrone said that she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was with Lyrina and Lanquer from 1515 to 1545. But Tyrone saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going under a tunnel at 1540. So means that Daria had no way to get into the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen, meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Ha ha. Ha. I must vigorously retaliate. Ha! Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented? With the rich tapestry of potential indiscretion laid bare before you? Yes? Incredible. Oh, Taizia, this is exhilarating. Why did you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing a wrinkle in someone's argument and preparing to decisively, irrecoverably, methodically iron it out. Stop drawing it out, Cells. You're making a mockery of the court. I am not the one making a mockery of this sacred institution. Your so-called defense possibly can't be taken as seriously. I observe the condition in which the locker was discovered. The thief used force to obtain their quarry. All you've done is prove your client's guilt. No! What? I didn't know that. Ha! What a clever rhetorical feint when you whisper in your protege's whatever. Wonderful question. What do you have to say for yourself, my trusty protege? Well, we don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything defending that. Right? Wrong. We do in fact possess the means of burglary. What do you have to say for your client now? Oh no, Joey. Maybe our diary did do it after all. No, we can't give up just like that. You know we just met like half an hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in this. It's not right. Tough. Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But I'm just saying this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me. So what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case wide open and prove the truth, no matter what. An admiral go, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely, you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit. I might. What's this? So, Darius bad. At least he's nail file. This. Stop embarrassing yourself. No, suspects. Suspects. Internet history. Oh, no, I don't know what to do. Oh, God, I clicked on the same thing. Please, I think maybe I just keep going. Don't. Daria, let's go. Sigh. Wait! Attention, everyone! Before we do anything hasty we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. The lock was vandalized using a sharp implement. Although this could have indeed been accomplished using the nail file found in Daria's locker, there are other items aboard this train that could achieve a similar effect. For example, a blade stripe specialist. There is someone sitting in the gallery right now currently in possession of such an item. 5. To not consider all possibilities at this junction would be irresponsible. Therefore, I suggest the defense call this new witness to the stand. You mean Tagiri? Tagiri, this jadeblood accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact, which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of the accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? That's not what you're supposed to say, man. What? Wild. What? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. See, the troll who committed this crime was both nimble with the blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes, you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. I wouldn't expect a low blood to understand. Dude, we're the same blood caste, you absolute idiot. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her.
Joey? Joey's not gonna rise to some weak bake like.
Just try me. Oh no. What was that first?
Hello?
No.
Away from the microphone, Kit Kat. Away from the microphone, Kit Kat. If you want to hang out here, you can. But not the microphone. Oi.
Sorry, that's my cat. Let the games begin. Don't.
What are you doing? Ow. Your claws hurt.
Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech, in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. Instead to muddle one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specialist such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. It's not him. In theory. Are you satisfied? The current witness is obviously trolling the court.
Oh, yeah. Aren't we all trolls here?
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
We sure are. You need to chill out, kitty cat.
Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again, from the top, if you insist. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual exchange, blah, 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 blah. Press him. It is the duty of the philosopher to ask questions. No, I mean, why should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted?
Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges.
I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high blood privilege?
No, I'm accusing you of being a coward.
I see that I underestimated you. But in order to defeat me in this theoretical parademage, you must prove that I had the motive and the means. To compensate for your natural deficiencies, I will throw you a bone and admit that. In such a model, one might say this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specialist, such as a nail file, blah, blah, blah. In theory. You dare cut me off in the middle of a sentence?
Yes, I dare.
Oh, no, it's extremely rude. What?
Hate to break it to you, kid, but interrupting witnesses is pretty rude. Let me get this straight. Lying, murder, blackmail, blatant contempt of court. Okay, interrupting, definitely out of bounds.
Yeah, what do you think we are?
Complete monsters?
In theory. Dialectical experiment.
What does that even mean?
It means that he is wasting the court's time. Are you right up there? Get down. Jesus Christ, cat, you're gonna be the death of me. Sorry. That he is wasting the court's time. Objection, your honorable tyranny. This entire digression is pointless. Back on track, girls. Let's engage in thought experiment, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what do I do? I must give him a motive. Let's give him his internet history. What about this? Alright, give me a hint. What do you have in your evidence pile that could prove this beta tier nerd was lurking around the jade lockers? You must first prove that I have the motive. Oh, the motive. It's either the internet history. Oh! Or the thing. Or this. This is right. Objection. Sorry, my cat is acting like a wild creature over there. Running around trying to jump on the windowsills and it's not working for her. Objection. Here, I want you to take a look at this. It's 1/25th injection molded polystyrene model of the XXIXIIV model Imperial drone, last active during the Rustblood zombie rebellion of the Black Age. But of course, everyone knows that. I didn't, not until you told me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the Jade Lockers, especially since you claim to hate Jade drama so much. Could it be you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. What are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill. Of course, if it doesn't belong to you, you wouldn't mind if I toss it out? Wait. Objection. Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it's very clever for you to manufacture an anti-alibi out of thin air. But you made one very serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Oh? Did you forget the basic concept of this trial?
Oh, I think I might have actually. There's so much going on, it's getting a little hard to follow.
Then let me brief you on the case so far. We are not trying to ascertain who was lurking. We are trying to figure out who broke into Bronya's locker. Even if Tagiri is the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Because, sweet ups from the auditor. I don't know if this sword boy worth any of our time. Oh, he broke his thing, the model, and then he needed the nail polish. Once again, we arrive at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is Guilty. Great. No. Why does she look so happy? Now, just a minute, Stells. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, would ya? Is that customary under this hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lap of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test all the variables, huh? You know just how to sweet-talk me. And how does this honorable tyranny here feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? I'll allow it. He has a soft spot for Joey. One chance. Better pick carefully, or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Tigiri was hanging around the jade lockers. Cause he needed the nail polish. Nail polish. No. I think this is it.
Joey, this is way too much pressure for me. If we get this wrong, then
I'll feel pretty bad, yeah, but you don't really think Mavis will trap us in here just because we lost a dumb game, do you?
that's, not really my problem with it.
Are you absolutely sure about that? Yes. Oh, dear Lord, what have I done? What did I do? Is the nail polish right? Well, what you got for us, Joe? I got it wrong. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. This. Interesting. A few years ago, I stepped on my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There was no way I could glue it back together, but my babysitter showed me how you could use clear nail polish to seal cracks in delicate surfaces while also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explained that the nitrocellulose dissolved in the butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible varnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fractures without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Tigiri has done nothing but mock Jades for their delicate behavior since this case started. So he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, Joe. What do you say, witness? I. Alright, calm down. I cannot confirm or deny anything. What? Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Let me explain. Well, your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have possessed advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within blah 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 blah. You've only proved the material motive. You have yet to present a cognitive psychological reason to prove Miss Usama's accusation. Is this something we really care about? Of course. You're deeply thirsty for a glimpse into my dark... No, we're really not. Into my dark and tortured soul. It actually sounds like you have a pretty good idea of where you want this to go, so why don't you just tell us? As expected of a low IQ thin blood, no sense of drama or suspense. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous philosopher Patera Benter, hit me with your best shot. Well, internet history. I have something that can prove you wanted to read fresh teeth. I have your internet history. How'd you even get that? I mean, how is this going to be to help your case? All you're going to prove is that I am a genius of the highest caliber who spends his days exploring literary masterworks, reading literary whatever, English masterworks, more like reading cheap, exploitive, X-rated nonsense. I implore the court to look further at some of these searches. Female rainbow drinker, Kismesis Reader, Quadrant, Felicitation, Fangdom. Bioluminescent waifu gifts, 2D animated 3D PD. Female rainbow drinker, Mate Spirit Reader, Hurt Comfort, Quizella XXX Suck Me Burn Dry. Need I go further? You are making a mockery of my intellectualism. These are searches for only the most serious of scholarly works. Then, do you care to explain why you're searching for this weird stuff, if not to get your rocks off? Nothing about my internet history is salacious in the least. Only a noob would call it filthy. But inevitably, I owe you a no thorough explanation, for my internet searches relate only to the most sensitive topics, a man's waifu. If you are forcing me to reveal my waifu without consent, well, that's essentially challenging me to a duel. Unless, of course, your waifu is bad. I am proud to say that my waifu lives among the highest of echelons. Even God tier does not suffice to describe it. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Stells might just end the trial right there and declare Daria guilty. Then why not just let him dig his own grave? Because that wouldn't be right either. I don't want him to get convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Daria innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of defense legislation that I hadn't even considered. They're not challenge variables, we're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly. Then find the whole truth. Should be easy. Just prove that he never read Fresh Teeth. Right, let's take this from the top. Nothing about my internet history is sacrilegious, blah blah blah. Press this. What makes a waifu, poop tier? Well, you queried the right troll. First off, a good waifu must only exist in the two-dimensional plane. The third dimension is imperfect and will never be pure enough to sate those with high-caliber tastes, like me. Secondly, a good waifu possesses the demeanor of a delicate purist. They must attend to your every mental need without complaint or resistance. Thirdly, they have to print well on a body pillow. If they do not meet any of those requirements, they are bad tier. I'm sorry I asked. I can see you're not getting it. No, I think I get it just fine. Don't worry, your low blood think pen simply isn't prepared for such extremely advanced subject. Let me provide you with the quintessential example of bad waifusm, so you know what to avoid. Any member of Hatched Dance, oh no, we're gonna have a riot in the courtroom. In fact, as a group, they stand as perhaps some of the clearest examples of what irresponsibly soils a waifu. What? Objection, this is absurd. I don't want to talk about boy pants. Overruled. I want to say where he's going with this. Let's start from the top. The indigo blood. On horse. Perhaps the most tragic of the lot. His pictorial development is magnificent, and yet this is somehow his downfall. A tragic case of putting one's eggs all in one basket. There is simply nothing more to note about this person. Abysmal dancing prowess. Remedial singing ability. What? And to be honest, he's what we in the business call a butterface. Sir, I must respectfully ask. 1. Do you have eyes? Then the cerulean blood, Kimani. No, stop. A beautiful and skilled singer, I'll admit, but his waifu quartet is severely diminished by his attribute. Kimani is simply a revolting slattern. Just from looking at him, you can tell he consorts with many more trolls than he has quadrants. The group bucket? Truly, it disgusts me to even think of this one. You're being so mean. I can't believe this. The teal blood Taigon. As a teal myself, I find him particularly offensive. First of all, to waste our blood's case boundless intellectual ability on the little old dancing man is a shame, no matter how impressive his steps might be. Secondly, I can't help but feel he is cribbing my brand by wearing that hat all the time. It's personal. Oh my god, dude, I don't think this guy cares. Other people wear hats. It's not a big deal. You're not the only guy who's going to be wearing a hat. Thirdly, he never responded to my challenge to a duel. A rank coward. Oh my god. Maybe he just doesn't want to duel with random people all the time. You have an issue with him, he doesn't have an issue with you. What's the point of a duel? Besides, even if you did duel, he'll probably beat you, and then you'll complain about how he's cheating or something like that. I think I'm going to pass out. And then there's the jade-blooded rapper, Actius.
Oh no, not Actius!
What can I say but those shoes? Good troll lord, those shoes. I've got to agree with him on this one. No, the first lights are dope. Daria, please. Actius has the fashion sense of a dumpster goblin. And he's simply a complete idiot.
What?
Would you stop trying to brag that you know him? What? Believe me, there is nothing I feel about my acquaintance with Actius that even vaguely resembles pride. Ah, so you do know him. Just hearing his name makes my gastric sac churn. Sorry to interrupt your little slap fight, but I believe that it is I who is conducting the visage roast here. Not you? My apologies, please continue. Lastly, there's Vestry, the olive blood. Him, I admit, his diminutive stature and impish demeanor, his grub-like yet seductive features that belie a maturity beyond his sweeps, his icy manner that conceals a tender inner core he reveals only to his most trusted allies. Were he not but in possession of one dimension too many, in the end he too is consigned to the ranks of three-dimensional pig disgusting. I am going to kill you! This is so trite. Why does this matter? Why are you all screaming? H to dance are beautiful sinless idols, and I can't stand to hear this guy talk about them this way.
Their posters are all over the walls of our cabins. They're probably the leading cause of fights in the cloisters. Ooh.
There are only so many people in the cloister to pale with until you've got to turn to ideology for something new, I guess. Plus, I don't have to look at Actius in the eye every day for the next sweep after I'm done. If you ever had, you wouldn't want to. Shut the F up, Lanquel. Am I the only one who doesn't care about these boys? Sorry, Sales. Can't say they're to my taste personally, but I can objectively acknowledge that Hishadance is perfectly a serviceable suit of waifus. Objection! No, you can't object. You understand. There are rules we must follow. Your Honorable Tyranny, sir, I must request we move on from this compelling, lately pointless and irrelevant tangent and get back to the trial. Wait, hold the phone. I think I want to hear more about this Vestry guy. No! Nothing about my internet history is sacrilegious anyway. Only knew but call it fishy. If it's not salacious, then what is it? It is dark web contraband, text that the masses cannot handle. I am elite hacker admin of a hidden virtual library which hosts reams of these forbidden texts. Okay, you're trying to make it sound really cool by using all these big words and being abstract and stuff, but to me it sounds like you just enjoy reading naughty novels. Plebes like you may consider it naughty, but I operate on a higher plane of existence. I understand real literature. I am an expert in all sorts of banned books, from censored cartoons to the edgiest of light novels. So does that include the Rainbow Hematicidal? Like you knew about it before this whole train ride? Of course. What kind of elite level poet warrior would I be if I were not aware of every single banned book that had ever been written? That seems pretty important. I think you should mention you've been reading filthy books in your testimony. It's not filthy, it's fine art. Trust me, I am well versed in the definition of filthy. I am an expert in all areas of dark web contraband. Of course, I've read profane texts in question. Oh, have you? Have you? In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Have you, man? Well, we'll just put that knowledge to the test. Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath me, but I'll do it for the dramatics. Okay, here we go. The sultry, joint-legged blonde beast mended up to her brood leader, Gunsa, her hips swaying back and forth. Her chest was covered in the rainbow smears of her fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped to her knees before him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. Oh, my star brood, how could you have abandoned me like this? I must be taken on your nightly hunt, ejaculated the blonde. I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my mace sword stain will be cold. Sound familiar? Of course it's familiar. Obviously this passage is from the profound text in question. Objection! If you really knew about the Rainbow Hemorrhage saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. You've just been duped by a smooth criminal. Soldier Purby's Volume 16, Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. You've been duped by Joey Clare.
Yeah, Soldier Purbeast is a totally different genre, too. I think you might be lying about knowing all these cool contraband stuff.
Shut your grub shoot, you quibbling normie! Zephyros, don't you agree? I am many things. I am handsome, I am hardcore, I am indescribably skilled, but I am no liar. Alright, clap, good show, guys and gals. Glad this is all settled. Now we can agree to get this man off the stand. Did you not hear me? I am many things, but I am no liar. I didn't claim the passage of the text was from the Rainbow Drinking novel. I said it was from the profound text in question. That could have meant anything. I'm telling the truth. Yes, we all heard you. Now please leave before you make an even bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. Don't you understand? I did it. I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I've ever done. I looked like an absolute effing fiend as I stalked through the shadows and sniped the forbidden novel like the Bishowan anti-hero thief I am. And I read it. Oh yes, I read it because my brain is the size of the effing planet and both sides of it are in shadow. I am the dark side. I am the darkness. Oh, jeez. Lamau. Alright. I think we've had enough fun for today. Let's end this flarp session and... Are you listening to me? I said I did it. I'm guilty. Effing baller, my buddy. This be some juicy confess. Fine, if you're so committed to getting cold, I may have to oblige you But since I'm nice, I'll give you one more chance to back out before calling the case. Why would I back out? Ugh. Gosh, this trial is a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. No, it's cool. It's just some insider info I have. Tigiri, would you hand me your sword? This blade is my life, my body, my soul. Yeah, just hand it over, or I petition his honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand it over, big bud. She knows what's up. Here. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Usama's locker. Now, pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its teeth and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely, if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through bone. Even with my sad little bookworm muscles applying the force. Shing! Stop! Honeybee, what are you doing?
Does he just know you need both hands so you can hold things? Oh, it's totally dull.
Not even a paper cut. See, no matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even the tiniest, thinnest part of my wrist. Tigiri, this sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this at Troll Spencer's Gifts. No, there must be a mistake. Alright, somebody pull him off the stand before he has a fainting spell.
You got it.
Wait, but if Tigiri sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Like I said before, this foolish diversion, we've already identified the high-quality nail file found in Darius' locker. And that nail file, it's Darius. Oh, alright. Tear her apart already. Now, here's a gal who knows what's up. I'm calling on her to attest.
Oh, wait. Before Lanier steps to the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow. It's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you. Especially since I have terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial.
What sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear?
It really hurts me to do this. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pressure aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect poor, sweet, innocent Daya, I must present a piece of evidence that might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Lynera's secret diary.
Her what now? Lynera has a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How did you even know about that?
You always write in it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within are detailed dates and times that prove Daya cannot have stolen any part of the Rainbow Hermitage saga.
Pass over the diary, sweetheart, and let the auditor scrutinize the documents.
The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you.
That's a little sus. Oh yes, I see. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each jade blood was during the theft. All parties are accounted for, including Lynera, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Of course, I will now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then Daria had to go toddle off to the blue blood car to hit on someone. Like the S she is. Claims she was just getting a midday snack for 20 whole minutes at 15:30? Someone needs to call her already. She's such a it makes me tremble. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. What is all that, and how are you making that noise with your mouth?
Oh, Lynera censors her diary with nail polish.
That seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Okay, I maybe wrote some of it, most of it, but not all of it.
This is all true. I think it disqualifies Daria from being the culprit since she was getting a snack during the theft.
Snack. Yeah, sure, a snack. LOL. Lol. Well, this is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence, my dear. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court?
No, that's all. I hope it clears some things up.
Well, this was extremely helpful. We will have to call Daria up to the stand before I can confirm or deny anything within this journal. Wait, I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess? But we are at the most exciting part of the trial. I don't know. I could use an intermission. The anticipation gets you all looped up for the main event. Nice. So, I'm a little sus. Because why did not she only bring this up now? Lynera's secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single jade is accounted for during the theft, except for her. Well, it is her diary. Why would she write about her own whereabouts in her own diary? And she certainly got a motive and probably could have broken the lock. But something doesn't feel right about this. Yeah, why did she only bring this up now? She could have brought it up earlier. Saved a whole lot of trouble. It's way too convenient for the little miss. How so? I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we got nothing to reference? Like, we're relying on this one piece of evidence alone.
Zephyros has got it right. Like, how do we know? Can we compare Lynera's handwriting? Because I feel like that last part was a bit too convenient. The part where it's like, I wish a series of events would culminate her in getting, like, cold. It's like, huh. I feel like that was suddenly added in later. Guess right now is exactly what's happening. And Lynera couldn't have planned that. Lynera could not have planned this whole trial thing. This journal is the only truth you have, and you gotta believe in it. But what if it's not the whole truth? Then you must discover more of your truth. If something feels wrong, it is your duty to investigate further and call your necessity before it grows into a monster. I see. Yeah, I get the feeling she knows what's going on. The helpful hints, the winks and nudges to elbow us in the right direction, your extensive notes on the case. Tazius, you know what's really going on, don't you? Wait, what? How'd you get my notes?
We traded them for flashlight batteries.
What? What the F's a flashlight? No, flashlight. Whatever. Yeah, I know who did what and who was where, but if you have my notes, you can just read them, right? Actually, your handwriting is so bad we can't figure out what they say. Except for that one page with the fanfiction. Oh, fanfiction. Who would write fanfiction? Wanshi, because she reads these books. I feel like she'd be a fanfic writer. So, what do you think? Think I'll just up and tell you who did it? Hell no. I'm running an experiment and I'm going to see it through to the end without contaminating the results. Ugh, this is unfair. But since you went through the trouble of sleuthing out my trial diary, I suppose I can tell you if you're on the right track. Present 2 pieces of evidence to me that prove someone committed a crime. I'll tell you how right you are. Okay. So, what's this? Tazia's notes. These are impossible to decipher. It's like trying to read your doctor's prescription notes. Lodged in between the loose leaf, there's a page written in sparkly green ink and loopy letters. Reading the content, you could definitely tell it's ripped from someone's fanfiction. Okay, green ink. So I think that's a J. I think that's Wanashi's fanfiction. I think when she read this book, she wrote a fan fiction, and then maybe she wrote in Lynira's diary because I don't know what is her motive there. All right, we'll just present it and see what happens. Aw, bummer, you left that apart. What? What did I do? Why is it dark? Hello? Oh, maybe I should use the nail polish as the evidence. Seriously, why is it dark? What happened to the... Okay, we're back. Yeah, the screen went really dark. And I'm not sure what happened. I think it might have glitched. But now we're back here. I had to do a redo a little bit at the end of the trial. Mostly just Terigiri stuff. But now we're back here talking to Zias. I think I know what to do with her evidence. So I picked Tazira's notes because of the fanfiction page. And then the book. But I think I'm supposed to click nail polish. And then the diary. Ding ding, you got it. Yes! Now for the tricky part. Who committed the crime? Oh, I don't want it to be Nashi. But she seems too optimistic about this. It was Wanshi. Explain. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm really confident in my accusation, guys. I want to make sure everybody hears it. Can we start the trial up again? Hell yeah, we can. Go wreck some stuff. Hey everyone, thanks for returning to court on such short notice. Oh geez, they're all looking at me. Hope I can pull this off. This had better be good. That recess was like 5 minutes max. I'd like to call Wanshi back to the stand, please. Your wish is my command, Joe. Wink.
Is there a problem, Miss Legislator?
A big problem, Miss Wanshi. You see, I've discovered something unscrumpulous.
Oh dear, I hope none of my precious friends turn out to be guilty.
Your friends? Guilty? No. You're the guilty one, Wanshi.
Me? But what have I done?
Oh, she could have broken into the locker while Daria was out getting her snack.
You framed one of your fellow Jades is what you've done.
What a ridiculous claim. This delicate sweetheart couldn't even frame a picture. Excuse me. This is a serious accusation, and I am prepared to defend it.
Wanchi stole Lynera's diary,
Falsified the contents within, and presented it to the court to make Lynera look guilty. She wanted Lynera to be convicted. She wanted everyone to know Lynera hated Daria. Now Lynera wanted Daria to disappear. But once she made it all up. Oh, please, you cannot possibly prove any of this. Lynera's journal is very clear on the matter. Don't you see? Once she altered Lynera's journal, she was the only one who could do it. We know from the previous testimony that the Jades didn't know Lynera even had a diary. Once she was the only person who knew about the existence of it. Also the only person who Lynera censored random words with nail polish. Which is super weird, but whatever. All of you were shocked when she presented it before the court. Lynera treated it as a fact that the random passages were blocked out with black polish. But Lynera also said that she didn't write everything presented in the passage you read. Stelza, which means some of it was made up. So all signs would point to a frame job perpetrated by Wanshi. Okay. Daria is so fine with all this. Snore.
With all due respect, your accusation is wrong. I'm not capable of hurting any of my beloved friends.
I'm perfectly innocent. That's what you want us to believe, you little adorable cutie pie. Objection. As much as the witness may try to deny her guilt, I have an irrefutable proof of her crime. I have a sample of her handwriting.
Is that from my slow burn soldier pure affections fanfic journal?
If you compare the page I presented here to Lynera's diary, you can see the striking similarities in penmanship. The swoopy loops on the funny curly letters don't match up with the rest of the entries in the diary, but they do match up with Wanchi's own notebook page.
Wow, where did you get that page?
It was in Taizira's notes.
Where did Taizira's get that?
Shh. We don't ask questions.
I guess you called me. You're right, I wrote fake stuff in Lynera's diary and slathered some extra nail polish in it to make it look like she wants to shove Daria off a train. Sorry for lying, everyone.
Wanshi, how could you? How dare you? You admitting to it just like that?
Well, yeah, I did it after all. I had enough fun. I might as well give it up before anyone gets killed.
Wait, killed?
I thought my plan was pretty clever. I'm surprised you found me out.
Wanshi, you were in for a very thorough scolding once we return home. You will experience 1. Limited access to soldier purpose books in our library. 2. No desserts for Perigee. 3. A very long time out.
Boo.
And confiscate her H to dance merch too. Now that's just too far. Alright. Are you kidding? She tried to kill me. Wait. What is even happening here? Just some dull interpersonal drama. I'm getting effing sleepy with all this plagiarism. Yeah, I gotta say, this is a pretty dumb conclusion. I thought the climax would be way more exciting. Conclusion, but we still don't know who stole the book.
No, wait, Joey, please don't try and argue.
Nevertheless, I believe my experiment has run its course. Particularly if his honorable tyranny and most of the court wants to tune out before anyone gets culled. Should we call it a day, honorable tyranny? Yeah, we donezo. What's the formal jargon for the closing ceremony? How about we call it a mistrial? Mistrial called, let's get out of here. Nice. What do you mean by mistrial? There was no hero of fluid spilled. How am I supposed to be satisfied by this? Babe, if you need satisfaction, I can provide plenty of that later. Oh dear, well I can't argue with that, I suppose. Effing yuck. What are you talking about? Gosh, what a ride with an anticlimactic ending. I feel like we learned something important today. Cannot tangibly define what said lesson is, but I'm sure it's critical to our personal development in some way. Don't stress, Dels. I'll teach you everything you need to know with the longest, hardest lecture you've ever received. In front of other passengers, why Zizi, you're giving me a case of the vapors. Wow, I wish I got convicted so I didn't have to listen to this. Shush, Daria, you don't wish that at all. I'm certain you are as glad as I am that everything worked out impossibly well. Now we can be happy, complacent, cloister once again. Friends forever. Best of effing friends! Literally, call me. This is the worst possible outcome. Second.
You know what? Same.
Thanks for all for participating in my test trial. A special hats off to his honorable tyranny for running the ring. Yeah, LMO, sucked nobody got guiltied. KK, later my buddies, thanks for the memories. As for you, my little peppercorn. You talking about me? I'll see you later. He likes Joey. I don't know in what way, but he likes her. So, yeah, we finished the trial. Well, that didn't turn out like I thought it would. First of all, we didn't even solve the book theft. We just hyper-focused on some other random crime. And secondly, who knew that random crime would be an attempt double framing? It's too bad we didn't figure out who the real culprit was. Yeah, well, maybe it's best you didn't figure it out. Huh? Tazias, what exactly do you know? Come back in a sec. I'm getting my think pen in order. Go talk to the others or something. Oh. Secrets? Alright, let's talk to Bronya. Phew, wow. Do you feel that? Here, put your hand on my chest. That's my pusher. I don't know if it's ever going to go back to normal. Wanchi, why did you do it?
Gosh, what an unfair question. But the answer is simple, really. You try living with that girl for 26 hours a day.
There's no reason for us to ever have another conversation. Alright. What a colossal waste of effing time. Lynera, do you have something to say? Hey, Lynera, what do you want? Do you want me to thank you? No, I guess a thank you would be nice because that's just being polite, but I know that wasn't fun for anyone.
Are you okay?
Not that it's any of your business, but no. How am I supposed to go back to the caverns after learning how much all of my friends hate me? Lynera, you already knew we hate you. You complain about it literally all the time. Incredible how sweeps of backstabbing and lies can sour a relationship. I hate all of you too. Alright. Oh, I kind of don't want to talk to him. I'm gonna. Tagari, don't talk to me. I must retreat to lick my wounds, and it's profane for you to gloat over me while I do so. Tirona?
Phew, that was stressful. I can't wait to leave the planet and spend the rest of my life in a library where I will never talk to another troll unless they're on the other side of an interrogation chamber. I'm very happy for you. What does this guy have to say? He wasn't anywhere. That was quite the show. It could be something to this radical theory of hers. Besides for the free to attend aspect, I personally would have charged for the whole performance. Are you kidding? The justice system isn't some silly theater production. It's for the people. And the people demand entertainment, yes? Otherwise, what's the point of making the entire spectacle public? It's hypothetical to run a circus and then forbid the audience from buying popcorn. Okay, let's talk to Stells. That was quite enough excitement for the entire vacation, I think. Oh, Tizias, what will I do with you? Now can we talk to you? You really knew everything, huh? Like the whole time. Yeah. You knew when she tried to frame Lynera, that Daria didn't do it, that Tagari is totally moron who tried to make himself out to be a thief for some reason. Yep. I bet you know who really stole the book from the locker.
Mm-hmm. Care to tell us who? No. Oh, come on. Someone who definitely sidesteps the legal system like that deserves the utmost respect. And I won't out them. They drove you all like a herd of wool beasts. It was rad.
That's pretty corrupt behavior for a lawyer. All of your talk about truth and justice, why are you protecting a liar? Because the liar isn't necessarily the one that needs to be punished. The point of the law is not solely to punish the wicked, but rather to keep the tenuous balance of order in society. And with a minstrel, the order was indeed kept. There was no chaos, no fighting, no hard feelings. If I revealed the thief, it'd be an entirely different stickball game. The thief were someone's friend. They were a cornerstone of the community. If they were declared guilty, it'd be sheer effing chaos. Yeah, but you're not actually presenting the truth. Then that's pretty sketchy. Nothing about the minstrel was a lie. You presented the truth, and only the truth. I made sure of it. There were multiple truths dueling in your case. The one that maintained the most order rose to the top. Thus, my experiment was a smashing success. Bergman created this scenario over and over again, maintaining order, allowing each case to work out the issues, the court dramatics, every evening out the playing field of all the Himmelkes became about this guilty until proven innocent garbage. I think that'd be pretty revolutionary, don't you? Yeah, it would. Thanks for gifting me a veritable boatload of evidence from my law theory. By the way, I'm totally gonna ace my seminar sweep like a straight thesis now. You're welcome? I don't think I understand how your thesis is a good thing.
But it's so cool. I can never imagine a million thieves that the court would maintain order and solve problems.
Guess on this screwed up planet it is a pretty crazy idea. Maybe you could make things better for everyone. I'm glad we could help you in that case, even though you jerked us around for your stupid experiment. I gotta do what I gotta do. Good luck changing the world, Tizias. I'll try my damnest. I like Tizias. They're cool. Well, we're done and we're ready to go on to the next train. We'll wait here. Alright. Thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye and good night. We'll see you next time.